shine so bright. In the digital realm where the battles rage, there's a streamer named Katie stealing the stage with a smile so bright and skill so sharp. She's a PvP queen, leaving her mark. Katie Kaboo, sniping with grace. Enemies fall when they see her face. Nice and kind, but don't be fooled. She'll defend her friends, she's nobody's tool. From dawn till dusk in the gaming glow, Katie's on fire, her talent she shows. With a click and a shot, she claims her fame in the world of PvP. She's making her name. Katie Kaboo, sniping with grace. Enemies fall when they see her face. Nice and kind, but don't be fooled. She'll defend her friends, she's nobody's tool. When the game's intense and the stakes are high, her laughter rings out, reaching the sky. With friends by her side, she takes on the fray. In the heart of the battle, come what may. Her kindness is legend, her heart pure gold. But mess with her crew and watch her unfold. A fierce protector in the heat of the fight. Katie Kaboo shines so bright. Katie Kaboo, sniping with grace. Enemies fall when they see her face. Nice and kind, but don't be fooled. She'll defend her friends, she's nobody's tool. And sit back and enjoy the ride with Katie Kaboo on the winning side. In the world of PvP, she's queen supreme, a true gamer spirit, living the dream. When the game's intense and the stakes are high, her laughter rings out, reaching the sky. With a click and a shot, she claims her fame in the world of PvP. She's making her name.
Hi guys, I'm Kitty Kaboom, or welcome. How's everybody doing today? Let's jump on in and play some Warzone. It's a fun match. Let's get some. Hopefully it doesn't take too long and we get in fairly quickly, because I'm impatient. It says you're muted.
Oh, if you click, you see the go, no, click up,
Click up.
straight up on your mouse, the next one up. That's party chat, and then you can,
Thank you. Do, 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 do. So we have to get a kill with a melee weapon with the sprinter perk activated. Get 3 eliminations. What is the sprinter perk? Let's see. Loadouts. Let's see if we can look before it. Oh, we already have it on this one. Okay. Cool. So we'll just have it on this gun. Get 3 eliminations. Open 10 legendary supply crates. Okay. Funny looking chest. Is it saying it's chest? Oh, it says streaming chest Sunday morning Warzone.
yeah.
That is a Twitch Twitch
That's
glitch. Twitch
If
glitch.
you click on your stream controls, you should be able to change the
There's so many things on this screen.
edit stream info, and then you should be able to.
It says Sunday morning Warzone. It doesn't say
Yeah.
chess. It
Change
says
the
category chess.
Oh, changed it to Warzone. All of you. Hi, Crone. Hello.
The real thing is coming soon.
Did it change? Hopefully it changed. Okay, we'll see if that worked. Okay, let's do it. My mouse is not being as reactive. Hold on. There we go. Didn't even see who was shooting at me. Thank you for the follow and welcome. Spy check. What is it? Spy check?
We're deploying to the war zone.
Oh my gosh. I don't think anybody's ever asked me that. I'm already married, and he had no money when I married him. So.
Dang.
You had a little bit, but it was still, we were still young, so. Where are we gonna go?
I'll be right.
You'll be right back?
Yeah.
Be advised, gas is
It's
closing in.
$10 million. Prone. Oh my gosh. Money doesn't buy happiness. And I think that I would prefer to be happy.
Got a contract here.
Money's nice, but it's not the number one thing. Money's nice because, I mean, everything takes money just to survive nowadays.
Enemies are dropping into
So.
the area. Watch the skies.
What's my number one? Somebody that is your best friend. Somebody that is somebody that you would want to hang out with every day, like best friend. Because otherwise you're spending a lot of time, you know, with somebody, ideally spending a lot of time, because some relationships, they don't spend a lot of time together. But if you, my ideal relationship is spending a lot of time together with somebody that you like hanging out with. Oh my gosh, prone. I have been figuring it out with less money. It's funny that you say that, actually. We had, and it's been a very hard few days. But my husband actually got let go from his job a couple of days ago. And it's been really hard because we've gone through a lot of our relationship where we've struggled financially, and you know, we just, you know, I think that's what helps is that we're a team, and primarily we're friends, you know, and I think it would be so much more difficult if it wasn't the case. So, but yeah, it was really tough. We found a couple of days ago, and this is after they had given him a promotion too. But then we found out a couple of days ago that they outsourced his job to China. So they were like, well, we no longer need you because we're going to just have the Chinese people do your work. And it was just, you know, tough. It's really, really tough. So it's hard to, you know, struggle. But that's not what life's all about, because it'd be so much worse. Like, there's so many other things that, you know, could be so much worse. Like, all of my family's healthy, you know. I mean, we could have sick family members, or, you know, be going through something like loss, you know. But going through, you know, having to figure out how to survive is different than like losing your family or something. So it's perspective. Yeah. Yeah. So I have family. My family is going to be here for us, and we're gonna figure it out. That's what we do when we go through hard times, and we've gone through quite a few hard times. Um, we figure it out, and we'll figure it out again. That's just life. So, um, and it has nothing to do with my husband. My husband's a very good worker. He's a very hard worker. They actually really liked him where they hired him, so much so that they promoted him to be like the boss within his first 90 days of working at the company. And then they just decided to outsource the work to save money. And, you know, that was that. And now we're stuck, you know, trying to figure out how we're going to pay our mortgage and put food in our children's mouths. Yeah.
Well done, soldier.
So money is not the most important thing in life, but it is needed to get by, and it does put a strain. It does put a strain on, I mean, everything. Like if you feel weighed down, it's gonna affect you. So yeah. So that's the bad news we've been dealing with the last few days, and it's been really, really hard, really disappointing. But we're just trying to pull together as a family, spend time together as a family, and try to get our minds off of it. My husband's already applied for probably, how many jobs have you applied for, Jeremy? It's been a ridiculous amount already. He's just trying to find something quickly.
Probably about 50 or 60 already.
50 or 60 within like a day and a half.
Reloading.
So, yeah. We'll figure it out. So we're playing some games and we're having fun and we're not thinking about it right now because we can't do anything about it right now. So, you know, yeah, just have our fingers crossed and wait and see what happens this week, and hopefully we hear back from something. He is a, what is your job title? Producer, video editor?
Creative manager.
Creative
video
manager.
editor, video producer, all of that.
He was, what was your title? Director of like, creative something at his last. He was the manager of. He's a video editor. He edited videos for. He's done a lot of worked for a lot of video game companies and edited a lot of content like commercials and advertisements and stuff for video game companies and also high fashion companies.
You want to take the helicopter, dude?
Where to? Don't we have a mission that we have to do?
What are your objectives?
So he's worked in high fashion with like editing like advertisements and commercials for like high fashion, like with models and actresses. And he's also worked for video game companies where he like edited basically commercials and stuff promoting videos, specific video games and stuff. Yeah, it's his primary skill. He's been doing it for a very, very long time. And he has like a college education and everything in this. He has like a bachelor's degree. Like he went to school for, you know.
Loading fresh mag.
Interest in which industry he wants to work or should be the size of the company, etc. I mean, right now we're just wondering, you know, because he's very good with like tech and stuff. So right now we're just debating because we've had so much trouble with like
Gas is moving in.
this industry, it can be like when there's like writer strikes and stuff like that, it can be very unstable at times. And so if there's been sorry, I had to kill this person. When things like that affect the industry, it can like long term affect jobs and stuff. But this one was it wasn't like it. He does a lot of contract work, but this was like a full time in office job that he got let go of. And I don't know if you've ever been let go from a job ever. Ever. Have you ever been let go from a job?
Yeah.
And there wasn't reason. It was just that they were restructuring the company and that they wanted to outsource the work to China.
Yeah, only for budget
So
reasons.
only budget reasons, but yeah, never job performance. I don't know where I'm being shot at from. Yeah, he was thinking maybe furthering his education and going back to school for like cybersecurity or something, because I mean he's very good with tech and
I
everything.
did ask my boss for. My boss is going to give me a referral, but the important thing to know is my boss got fired.
The thing, but your boss and your boss's boss. See, it wasn't just my husband that got let go. Words. His boss's boss got fired. Like I feel like it was like.
It was just the CEO, then my boss, then me.
Oh, so it was just your boss that got let go, because his boss got let go, and then shortly after they let him go too. So it's almost like possibly they're just downsizing downsizing the people that work from the United States. So unfortunately, because I think that China possibly does work for less expensive so than people in the United States, where I think they have to like pay taxes and stuff on people out of the United States that they don't have to pay in China or something like that. No, I totally understand, Prone, and that's just how life is sometimes, and we'll figure it out. I mean, I'll sell my soul if I have to. No, we'll figure it out. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna figure it. There's definitely been quite a few tears in the last like day and a half, because we just found out on Friday. So did he ask his ex-boss to help him find a job? He can ask. Yeah, his actually, it was his boss that got fired that actually had promoted him. Really liked working with him. He was a nice guy, and he's gonna give him referral. We do have something that we're hopeful about, that we have no idea if it will work out, but a company that he used to work for, and we're just like, if pray, if you pray for us, if if you can, because we're really hopeful that literally, like, I think it was within 12 hours of him losing his job, an old company where he used to work, which we had moved on to from in the past. It was just not right for us at the time, and so he decided to try to find different work, and he did find different work. They're actually hiring from the position that he used to work, and we're just like hoping, because there's a good relationship there, that they might hire him back to work his old job that he used to. And that would be really great if that ended up happening, because we're kind of desperate right now. Because I feel like some people like that have these big companies and stuff, and they sometimes don't forget that some of their employees, that when you just let them go, like, we have 3 kids, we have a house and a mortgage, and it's like, when you just let somebody go like that, they have to figure out how we're gonna survive, and not like how are we going to get by, when there's no warning? And the thing, you want to know the most terrible thing I think about the whole situation is he had been promoted and they were talking about hiring on and basically a video editor to assist him. And the human resources was literally like, come in and so we could talk about hiring you an editor. We want to know, details of this editor that we need to hire to assist you, when in reality they were calling him in to let go. Like, how terrible is that to, tell somebody, we want to promote you, and, and announce it to the entire company that they were promoting him, and then to say that they wanted to hire you on help. So let's have this meeting to do this. But instead they were lying and they were going to let us go. It's like, I mean, at least give us time to try to figure something out. You know what I mean? Don't be, so, I just feel like it's so messed up. Like, it's so incredibly messed up. So, and my husband is like, he's a very nice and kind guy, and he's a hard worker, and it's just like we've been through so much, and to be treated like that, it's just so inhuman to treat people like that. I got hit. Ooh, they're hitting me.
I got you.
Let's see. We have a little bit, but I mean, we live in California, so everything's incredibly expensive. And we live in the literally, where we live is like the specific state, the city that we live in is the highest tax city in the entire United States. And we purchased our home here when we first moved here because it was the more affordable city to purchase in. And so when we purchased our home here years ago, that's why, is because it was an affordable place to live. But now it's the highest taxed place, and so it's like, and our family lives out here. It's not like we could just like move to another state, because it's like that would be taking our children away from like their grandparents and everything. So
Success means redeployment. Failure.
selfie pics. Oh my gosh. Not that I haven't considered that too. I know that's terrible, but no, like literally we're in a position now where we're like, what the heck are we gonna do? Did he DM the person from the company you're hopeful about? Because when people apply to jobs, there's a higher priority. See, that's the thing, is he actually is friends and has directly worked with these people, and there's been a good relationship. Not just him, but I believe also the president of the company, there's a good relationship there. So that's why we're like, maybe there's a possibility. Last time, because of the writers' strike that happened, I think it was like a couple years ago, we went out of work. We were able to get by because we did like a forbearance on our home. The first time we were able to get by for like almost 2 years, and he applied for probably near 1,000 jobs last time, and it took 2 years. And now we're kind of just like at the point where we can't get another forbearance, and we are running out of savings, because we were doing well before all of this. And it's just like when you go so long and you struggle so long, then it's just like it gets to a point where it's like there's only so long you can get by, before you can't really support yourself anymore. So yeah, we're thinking like, what's the next step at this point? What are we gonna do? He does have another job, but it's a contractor job, and it is not enough to pay all of our bills. And so like, even if he got something just that would probably make a couple grand more a month on top of that, we would be able to hopefully get by. But I mean, right now we're just like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? But it's only been 2 days. He's applied for about 50 or more jobs. and it seems like there's more jobs to apply for than the last round we went through this of trying to find a job, that it just, there wasn't anything before. And now it seems like there is a little bit more. So I'm just like, I'm super hopeful it's not going to be one of those things where every single one of these jobs that he's applied for, 500 other people have applied for them, which seemed to be one of the biggest issues across the board is, you know, that a lot of the jobs were just so saturated when you were applying for them that you don't even get seen. So I, the thing about that is, Prone, is that I haven't worked in over 10 years, and I'm just afraid that I am licensed, but because I haven't done the work in so many years, there's so many like numbers and stuff that I feel like afraid that I'm not going to remember to be able to safely, you know, I'm a nurse and I haven't worked in like over 10 years, and there's just a lot of things that like normal ranges and stuff that you need to be able to know off the top of your head, and just procedures that you're, you know, comfortable doing because you do them regularly. And these are skills and stuff that I haven't used in so many years that I'm a little bit afraid to go back, that I'm going to mess something up, so much so that even though I'm educated and licensed,
Not to mention the MS.
Yeah.
The memory
Yeah.
card.
well, the thing is like I said, I would sell my soul to support my family. My husband really doesn't want me to go back to work because I actually have multiple sclerosis, and we're just afraid that if I stress myself too much, that it's literally going to kill me. I have been in remission for a few years now, but before I went into remission, there was a lot of concerns about how long I was going to live, because my MS actually, the way MS works is your own immune system attacks your own body because it gets confused. And my first flare happened, my body attacked my brain, which caused several areas of my brain to die, suddenly die. And so I ended up in the hospital on all this kind of medication and steroids to stop my body from attacking my brain and causing more brain damage. I had 2 areas of my brain that were severely affected. The wonderful thing about a brain, though, is that it can rewire itself, and it can sometimes fix some things. So I had facial paralysis on half of my face, just like people with Bell's palsy, where they'll get like facial paralysis. And then I also had the opposite side. So I had it on my right side, and then on my left side, I had like this like cold burning sensation that lasted for a while. And I also had tremors and muscle things that happened. And yeah, they actually, oh my gosh, it was so terrible. I was so mad because like I'm a very independent person, and I had this like sweetest little, like, he was like he was a male Filipino nurse, and he was so sweet to me when I was in the hospital. But I was on like bed arrest. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I was, they put an alarm on my bed, and I was not even allowed to get out of my bed on my own when I was in the hospital, because I was like fall risk and stuff. And I was like, I just want to go to the bathroom by myself. Oh, okay. What did I miss? Just apply and give interviews. The worst that will happen is you won't get hired. The problem is getting the interviews. He actually does pretty good once he gets the interview, and there's actually somebody to talk to, because he's very educated. He knows a lot of information. Like, if he was given just, you know, a little bit of time by somebody, he can easily prove himself. That's not the issue. The issue is actually being noticed, you know, actually having his resume seen. So, yes, actually, my parents, the last round, when we were struggling, when he lost, well, he didn't lose his first job, actually. Um, the first job, the one that he's hoping that he can possibly go back to, the first job, he actually left that job because it was a remote job, and that's when he initially got hired. He got hired to do like part remote, part in office. And the issue is that I'm good with playing with this spot again if you want to.
Sure. I don't know how to.
You just push play again. The issue when he left the first place, he left because they switched from being hybrid, where he could come in every now and then, and we regret this so much because like it was just circumstance. It was literally when I was going through a lot of my stuff where I was in the hospital, and they were being like, you better come in now every single day or we're gonna fire you or something. And he was like, my job was never 100% in office from day one. It was hybrid. And he was like, it was one of those times where it's like he couldn't really come in because I was sick and we had 3 children and I couldn't do it on my own because I wasn't doing well. And when they originally made the job for him, and he had worked there many years as hybrid, and just suddenly they were like, now all of a sudden you have to come in. And keep in mind that that job was 2 hours away. So it was 4 hours of driving every single day because, you know, most of the editing jobs in California are near LA, and we're 2 hours out of LA. And so he didn't take that, he left that job after working there for several years because he's like, I can't do it. I can't come in every single day. I need to be there for my wife who's sick. And because I mean, when you're at the point where you're wondering if you're, you know, close significant other or your spouse is possibly going to die, then, you know, yeah, he wanted to be with me. And so I went into remission, and we didn't know at that point how hard it was going to be for him to find another job. We were just hoping, you know, we've never had issues with this before, but that's when everything got bad with the economy and stuff. And that's when he quit, is right when the economy kind of crashed. And he wasn't able to find another job after we left that one. And we left. And then it was like 2 years later, and we were like, oh my gosh, I wish we could go back in time and like just, you know, drive the 4 hours every day just so that we could survive. And then he ended up taking this other job in LA, which was also still 2 hours away. And he was driving 4 hours every single day to the office. And yeah, and then yeah, they promoted him within the first 90 days of him being there because he's a hard worker. He was driving 4 hours to work every day, working 9 hours, and then coming home and working a second job just to support us. You know, so yeah, I'm pissed at the way he was treated. I'm pissed that he was lied to, and I just feel like there's so many things that are just like, I just, you know, there's nothing I could do to fix it. All we can do is just move on and, you know, try to survive. It's just, sometimes it's frustrating when you know, try to do your best, and, you know, sometimes people just still step all over you. Let's see. My parents and his parents have both helped us out financially just to get by in the past few years. And we were just like really hoping that it, you know, we were so excited about this job. We were so excited about him getting promoted because we were like, man, it's been such a long, hard road. We're finally getting a break. And I mean, he's had this job only a few months, you know, before. And it's like, why hire new people if you're planning on like restructuring your company and getting rid of all of these people? You know, I mean, that's, I just think that's kind of mind blowing, you know. pray that God, I regularly I'm praying to God that, you know, he has, I know he has a plan, you know. So,
Enemy soldier incoming.
I mean, maybe this is going to lead us somewhere where it's going to be a better environment for us, you know, and, you know, maybe he won't have to drive the 4 hours a day and then work the 9 hours and work a second job after that and not get hardly any
Primary
sleep.
objective is to
You know,
eliminate
maybe
all targets.
we'll find something that will, you know, be a little bit better. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not how it was before because, man, it's been a lot for so long.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to
Oh,
determine the next
prone. I think it's because I understand that we all struggle and we all go through hard times. Because it's like we've been through it. Like I get it. And Jeremy's dying.
Your squad mate won the fight. They're
Like that's
redeploying now.
life. We all struggle. And it really sucks
Squad mate
sometimes
has
and
entered
you
the
just do the
gulag.
best you
You'll
can.
need to survive to redeploy.
I hear them. Resume work on something called ATS score. He can get his resume fixed by asking experts to review them. I think we've already done that because we were like, we paid for like him to like actually get promoted. We were trying, okay, let's put this, let me,
Your squad
there's
mate's in
more
the
to it
gulag.
than that.
If they survive, they
It's not
redeploy.
just about the resume and everything because like, I don't know if it's just the economy or the what's going on out here where we live. My dad is a he works in the aerospace industry. My dad is a aerospace engineer and he is pretty high up. And my dad was actually, you know, like where you use a family member to get in and stuff. My dad wasn't even able to get my husband a job because of, you know, they're looking. Oh shit! Saw me. I hid, but they still saw me.
Yep.
He's saying that there's people that teach programming on YouTube and stuff, but he actually has something that his parents got him where he actually has where he's enrolled in some kind of classes where he has access to do classes with certifications through a company where he's going to try the cybersecurity if he's not able to get a job in his line of work. He's worked, how many years have you worked as an editor?
18.
I think it's like 18 years.
Reloading.
He has a lot of experience as an editor, working with a lot of really big brands and stuff. It's just,
Definitely right
yeah.
in his fault.
It is. It really is. My brother works in the same line of work, except it's just a little different. My brother's actually he works in the entertainment industry, but he works as a drone.
It's just you and me.
Okay, oh, they left.
Yeah.
I was probably distracted talking too much. Oh man, I feel bad. I don't mean to be all doom and gloom, guys. It's been a hard few days, but you know, that's life. We're gonna get through it. And we're gonna have fun along the way because you know that's life. We're gonna just make the best of it. Can you go see what's going on, please?
Sorry,
Enemies
folks.
are dropping into the area.
Oh, he doesn't have to. Tell him he can take a rest if he needs to. On us?
Enemy UAV
They're on us.
online.
I've got like 14 rounds. Okay, I've been very distracted. Let's see. I don't have a lot of money and you're dead. Okay, so that's there's a person right there. I have 14 shots.
Switching mags.
Can I have your gun? I need it. Where was I getting shot from?
From that.
Did he apply to Netflix or Amazon or even Twitch?
Yes, everybody except Twitch.
Everybody except Twitch.
Alright, let's do it.
He applied to all of those except for Twitch. Okay, let's get a new team. Let's get in there. Let's do better. Let's focus. I kind of want a snack. Twitch is part of Amazon. Yeah, he's been, I think he paid for the, Indeed. Was it Indeed? Where they boost you? LinkedIn. Like, where they will, like, boost, your resume and stuff. Oh, you should apply for Kick, too.
It's not bad to see.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. He should play for that, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I probably shouldn't say where he was working before because I've shared very strong opinions, but yeah, they were not a startup. They were a very large
You can
company.
tell. So,
Yeah, I don't know.
if you act, if, like I said, if it's me, I would say.
Yeah. LinkedIn jobs are fake. Go via job portals. Did you hear that? LinkedIn jobs are fake. Go via job portals. Like what? Okay. I don't know if we're gonna shut it down yet. I mean, we probably should because we don't have the money to do that right now. To go see if they actually do what they say they're gonna do. You know, see if it's actually worth it. And it's like if 1.0 drops and then we're really this is it. Then at that point, I think I'll just move on. You know what I mean? But really, really, did you hear that?
No, I'm not in the chat room.
You should chat. You should read what it says. Why is it not letting us get in? We might need to leave the party and then start again because it's not working. Yeah.
Am I rejoining you?
I left with the party, so I have to get a kill with a melee and 10 legendary supply crates. So he literally, this just happened Friday and it's was it Sunday morning right now. So
End of day, Fred.
yeah, I literally, if it's like, it might get to the point where later on this week we might be like looking around and being like, is there any jobs at like the grocery store at this point? Like, we both have college educations, but it's like I don't know if I'm ready to go back to work as a nurse. You know, I have a lot of trauma from working as a nurse too, and it's just also a lot of hours on the feet, like a lot of hours. It's like, yeah, it's not going to be as much money, but it's also not going to kill me. I'm just really, really hoping that this old job that he used to work for, I'm just hoping that they remember him and they're like, yeah, we liked working with you, and yeah, you can have your old job back, basically. That would be so wonderful. But I mean, yeah, it's just, it's been a very big emotional roller coaster.
I'm under fire.
The last, there's people hiding in each one of those rooms. The last 2 days.
Loading.
Cold DM them.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
So, keep us in your prayers. We're gonna just have some fun and play some games, but yeah. Life sucks sometimes. Show Robin's room.
Battle Royale.
Yeah,
Contracts here.
I need it.
We've got gas closing in
What?
fast.
You hear somebody? I don't hear them. Do you hear them?
Yep.
Enemies
Okay.
Yes, but she can't hear you.
Why can't I hear anybody?
Hit F2 and then see if you can unmute them.
Hunt down the
That's
enemy.
not the right area, I don't think. F2.
Or hit pause and then go to the chat button. Oh,
I think somebody landed near me.
It's a bit much, buddy.
Taking fire.
Are you actively eating your mic?
Mark the point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas screen.
That stings. They got me.
I just got killed by a bot. Trying to fix my stupid sound settings.
Fire.
Earn redeployment or die trying.
Okay, we're gonna win this. Let's do it. I need a coffee in a little bit.
Contract's down.
We did it.
Redeployed and ready for business.
Stream went down.
Did it?
Yeah.
Is it still down?
No, came back.
It's probably just the internet.
Adding armor.
I don't want that gun.
Capture
I want
complete.
something better.
Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
I'll have to keep you guys updated about, if anything happens.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
That's a big stack of cash. Yay me.
Got a contract here.
What is this? It's like a little closet thing. Jeremy's shooting somebody over here. I hope you read my message. Where did you send me a message through?
Get your squad to the safe zone.
Was it through? I stream multi-platform, so It was through Twitch, wasn't it? Let me look. Let me put myself up here before I look.
See, yeah, you've been reading the chat.
No, I think he sent me a personal message, and that's at the top.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover
Your
the
chat
next
on
gas
Twitch.
spread.
Yes, I've been reading it. Absolutely. Oh, there's a person right there. They were literally in my building. And I didn't even see them. I didn't see another message besides the one that's in the thing. Let's see. I see yo. I see. You can talk to people on LinkedIn, send connection requests, and cold DM them. Yes, we're going to be doing all the things. They traded stocks for 2 years. He didn't get a job. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like not as big of a deal when you lose a job. It's when you lose a job and it's like it takes way too long to get another one where you're
Switching mags.
like we could get by for a little while, but like if he doesn't find a job, within a specific amount of time, it's gonna get hard to survive.
Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Need a better sniper.
Final mag.
Ooh. Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe it's possibly just the line of work. It was really good with for us for many years, and then it just, I feel like companies are really afraid to hire people right now because of being unsure of how much worse the economy is gonna get.
Let's take the squad and meet up with Paige.
I also think it's kind of messed up to outsource your work to like China because you can get away with paying them less. No, no. We have our house that we now the thing is my parents
I'm under fire.
have what the heck? Oh. My parents built a house on land that they have extra land that they are willing to give us in the future, but it's a two-edged sword with that because that's great free land that my parents will give to us, but the cost of putting a home on that is ridiculous, like to build a home right now, like that. It's kind of like one of those things where we're like, okay, well, if things got really bad, we could, because with all the permitting and everything, to put a home on land makes it to where you can't even build a home anymore. So it's like if we really need to, if it gets so bad, we could probably buy like a camping trailer and live in that if we absolutely need to like rent out our house or something just to survive, like if it gets that bad. But it's like the idea of renting out our home because we can no longer afford it because my husband is having a hard time finding a job. To move into a camping trailer, I mean, if that's what needs to happen, that's what needs to happen. It's just, it would be kind of heartbreaking because we bought this home because it was a steal because it needed work done. And my father raised me to do things on my own. So a lot of the work on this house, me or my husband have done ourselves. Like, I remodeled my bathroom with my husband. Like, I tiled the entire shower myself. Like, I ripped out the stucco in the front of the house and I redid it myself. I fixed so much stuff on this house. And it's like, if all of that's just like so that we can give it to somebody to rent out, it's just,
You've got gas moving in.
it would be such a crying shame, And we did that because it was like the only like affordable, way to be able to survive. You do the work yourself. It's like affordable to do, you know. This was years ago though, and we did a lot of remodeling when he had a job. But I refused to pay more for something that I knew I could do, and I just did the work, and I don't know. I just feel like a lot of love has gone into our home, and the thought that we might, I don't know. It's scary. It's really scary that we might not be able to figure out what to do.
Be advised, there's an enemy squad gunning for you.
But we'll just keep trying. Crops that are in demand and sell them. I love that idea, except I've got a black thumb. Do you know how I can't even tell you how many times I've tried to grow things. I kill everything. We do have chickens, so I could probably sell chicken eggs, but that's not going to cover our mortgage in California. Like, prices in California are insane. And it's not like I've moved here. I've lived in California my whole life. So, and all of my family is in California. So it's like, it would be something to, I just don't even feel like living somewhere else would be an option. I don't think it would be an option for my family either, because they would just be like, we need to be close to the kids, like specifically my parents. Like, I know, just speaking for them, that my mom could not live without my children. My mom has, whenever I got sick and everybody was concerned that I was going to die, I know that sounds a little morbid, but my parents actually sold their house and bought a piece of land out here where it was also more affordable to live. And my parents built a house. They sold their house so that they could build a house about 2 blocks away from my house so that my mom could drive over here and help me with my kids. Whenever I wasn't feeling well. And so I think because my parents built a house 2 blocks away, we're pretty close knit family. So the idea of living somewhere else is just, I don't think it's an option.
Load up.
That is a thought. That really is a thought. I actually used to tutor in, I was a tutor in college. I tutored English and math in college.
She needs to pick up. got it covered.
I appreciate that, Prone. I appreciate just the thought, you know.
The enemy lost track of you. Good work down there.
I think that's wonderful. The plant, I kill everything plant-wise.
I did. For a second.
Mm.
Wow. Where the heck did he come? Oh, he can't move it. You can see him to pop out.
It isn't, but I just there's so many renting issues that we've been hearing about of people squatting in people's homes, and because the laws protect the renters and not the people renting, I just would be so afraid of getting a squatter in my house that we would like not legally be able to remove from our home, or them destroying things that like I built myself, you know, things that I've fixed and repaired. Like this house before we moved into it was a rented house. And when we moved into this house, the floorboards in the bathroom were peeling up because they had pee all underneath the floorboards because the teenage boys that had been living in the house before were peeing all over the floor, so much so that there was urine underneath the floorboards. So, like, I'm just afraid that if I rented it out, they would destroy it. So it's like, then I'm going back and forth, like, should we sell the house so at least we can get money for it? Because, like, if we were renting it out, we'd probably only be breaking even. You know, we wouldn't be making money off of it. It would just be paying the mortgage, you know? So, I don't know. I know, and that's a thought, is just, you know, assessing who you're renting it out to and hoping that, you know, that they'll just take care of it.
Your squad is getting you out of here. Stand by.
Redeployed and ready for business.
A stream for, that's an idea. Maybe I even have my husband on stream.
Loadout drop headed your way.
See if anybody wants to jump in and be like, you know, they know somebody that he could talk to.
Armor's gone. They're gone.
I don't know why he laid down and paused. It was probably because it's a bot or something. The people who lived here before actually weren't bachelors. It was actually a mom who was like a school teacher, and she had, I think, like 2 teenage boys or something like that. I don't know. I think there's also just an emotional aspect to it because, I mean, we purchased our home when we were like, well, not purchased, but I mean, it's our home. We got our mortgage. It's not like our home is paid off, obviously.
Enemy soldier incoming.
But we got it when we were like, how old were we? 26? I
Safe zone located.
think we were like 26 or something like that. So it's like,
Oh,
this
probably.
is our home.
One jumped off the roof.
I don't know. That's so kind. That is so kind. I really appreciate it.
Switching mags.
It's getting hot.
It just would have been nice. It's like if they were thinking about like restructuring the company, you know, if they could be like, hey, you know, we're probably going to be letting people go, you know, around this time. Start looking for something if you don't have something, you know, so that people could actually like have something lined up and not, you know,
Back on the field.
He's trying to creep up.
I don't know. I just feel like give people time. Not just, you know, suddenly like, huh, you know,
Teammates located an HVT.
good luck.
High reward. Keep your eyes open.
Switching mags. Adding armor.
I don't know whose gun it is, but it looks like a decent sniper. We'll check it out.
Humvee heading towards their target.
Oh, my eye's itching. Oh,
Enemy UAV overhead.
like 2 to 3 months notice period, and companies help candidates get another job in circumstances like this. No, they literally were like, this is your last day, and we're not giving you a severance because giving a severance in California is not required, and they can literally, you know, give no warning or anything, and just, you know,
Reloading.
not give a shit about people. So it's like, yeah, well, you know, we do have a little bit of income, but it's like,
No more fighting in the gulag.
I don't know how long it's gonna get us by, you know. I hear them right next to me. Oops, I
Friendly
did not
loadout
mean to
drops
break
on
that.
the way.
Did we get them all? I think I hear them.
They're
Now.
good one more.
Stand for 10. Win this thing.
He's in the house though.
Oh man, I am the designated bullet sponge tonight. Yeah. Yeah, but apparently this is legal in California to let people go without cause and without a
That's
severance.
on me.
I feel like that's just like insanity, but
Yeah.
Armor.
you know,
Head to the safe zone.
being a Christian
Gas is inbound.
and
4 remaining.
I just feel like it's one of those things where, you know,
They got me.
I may feel wronged and I may feel like, you know,
We buy it back.
Your armor's gone.
that things are unfair, but
Stand by.
I feel like,
Redeployed and ready for business.
how do I say this? That people are going to stand before the Lord. Everybody's going to stand before the Lord and be held accountable for their actions. And so it's out of my hands. It's one of those give it to God, you know.
One, there was, there was 3.
Marking target location.
We do the best we can, and
Marking target location.
and you give the rest to God.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
And both sides of our family, my husband's mother and father and my mother and father, pretty much all of us, they've all been like, we'll do what we can, you know, to help you guys. But I already know my parents are pretty tapped out because they've already helped us a lot. Over the 2 years that we struggled to get a job. So when this job came through, we were just like, this is just wonderful. But, you know, it's still very fresh. It may seem like I'm dwelling on it, but it's only been like a day and a half. It's still very fresh, and we'll work through it.
Got gas moving in.
What about your
There you
brother's
go.
sister's friends? Did
There
you
you
ask
go.
them? I have a brother. He is doing okay right now, but he has also struggled recently. Finding work, and so I don't think he's really in the position right now to be able to help.
A lot of bugs in this last patch, I noticed.
They got me.
did.
Great. Literally, as I was throwing the grenade down. Feeling a little motion sick. I don't know why. Sometimes I get like this when I stare at the computer screen. The movement, I'll get motion sick. A referral for a job. I don't even need to ask because they would have already done it already. I'm sure I can ask my brother when he comes back. My brother's actually gone for like 3 weeks right now. He's on a shoot. Yeah, I don't know. It's also one of those things where the entertainment industry is a terrible industry. It's terrible. And it is definitely one of those companies that is very eat your own. So it's one of those difficult things. Like it's hard to find kind people in the industry. You know, everybody's looking out just for themselves, and it's a very saturated industry. So. But yes, my mother and father, everybody was already notified. Like day one when it was happening, like we've been talking with everybody. So because it's not like one of those things that we're like, oh, we're just not going to share. No, it was like we've got a serious situation here, and we're going to have to figure out what to do. And yeah, my dad is already at work asking people, see if he can find him something. But yeah. That's what he is going for. Absolutely. Keep a note of hydroponics. Hydroponic stuff. I don't even know what do you mean by that? I don't think I could stream it if I don't know anything about it. That's funny. I mean, that's cool. You know, okay, now that you said that, I was actually thinking about doing something like that in the near future for my chickens. I was thinking about doing like a wheat grassing for them to try to, yeah. What is it? Fodder. Grow fodder for them. Yeah, to make their eggs a little bit more orange. Because the more greens they get, the better their eggs taste. What's going on?
What?
I did terrible. Holy cow, why am I doing so bad? Okay, this one, I'm going to do a good job. Just wait. I've been too distracted. I promise I don't usually suck this bad. Yeah, just fingers crossed. Maybe we'll hear back. He did contact a few people through the company that he's going to try to get back in through, but yeah. Hey Bjorn. Guarding cats and have them reproduce. Have a pet store. Oh my gosh. I didn't even hit the ground.
So I've died, that's hilarious.
deployment to the war zone.
Here we go. We're gonna be focused this round. We're gonna get a lot of kills.
Extreme focus.
Um. Tank actually is my husband. Bjorn's a close friend.
Battle Royale. Keep clear of the gas. Get to the safe zone.
Let's see. Where are we gonna go?
Where are we jumping?
I don't know where they're going, but we'll jump and follow them. I don't think they put a mark down. Oh. Are we going to the plane? What is this? Plane yard? Something?
You're clear to engage all hostiles.
Where are you? I hear you in a fight already. How are you in a fight already?
Wow.
I see that. I don't really have a gun yet. I'm fine.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Real
The
players?
UAV is
I'm not-
online.
Did you just get killed by a bot?
They have guns already. I killed one. Yeah, that's a good one. That's understood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fight for a chance to redeploy.
I shot him right in the head.
Take an effective fire.
I wish I didn't feel sick right now.
Oh, I hit the dude in the gulag with a rock and he died.
I might. I'm trying to amp up my streaming. Because
Be ready.
if I amp up like streaming and stuff, because I used to make a little bit of money until I stopped streaming so much. I used to make a little bit of money off of streaming off of Twitch and YouTube and stuff. And if I could just, you know, do it a little bit more and start making an income like I was making, I might be able to get a spy. So it's like, maybe I just upload more content and stream a little bit more, and maybe I'll be able to help us get by. And I am sucking right now. Then Twitch, yeah, I think I actually stream. Am I streaming to Kick right now?
You gave it a solid try.
Jeremy?
Time to head back
What's
to
that?
base.
Am I streaming to Kick right now?
No.
No, I'm not streaming to Kick right now. I'm trying to build up my YouTube too, to where I can actually start making, because you have to like, you have to do a specific amount of content before
Back on the field.
you get paid off of YouTube. So I get paid off of Twitch right now, but I don't through YouTube because I need to reach certain quotas before I would be able to
Losing ground.
make an income off of YouTube. So we'll see.
Your squad mate is a most wanted target. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to reduce the time of the contract.
I need a gun.
LCR inbound.
Loading fresh mag.
Gotcha. That's a full squad outside. think my team finished them. Woo! Oh we're applying for unemployment right now. I think that unemployment doesn't give a whole lot. But if they did, I mean, every little bit would help. And then we're gonna try to apply for EBT just until we get something, just because then money for that could go towards our mortgage. We're not spending that on groceries.
Your squad mate survived. Contract complete.
Players from the left.
You've got a loadout.
Enemy with Semtex. Switching mags. I'll tell your mates where to find you.
If you could buy me back.
Adding armor.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Did you get that follow notification?
I'm getting shot at right now.
Squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy.
I really could use a gas mask right now. This one.
Adding armor.
I'm gonna die. Like immediately, I'm gonna die. Our kids are young. Our oldest is 10. And then we got 2 babies. Thank you for the follow and welcome. Yeah, we got 3 young children. And my boys eat so much food. Why do I look like a zombie? Oh, I'm spectating my teammate. Oh, that was a special moment. He seems like he's AFK. Is he just... Okay, he's actually here. Okay. Oh my gosh, Bjorn. I super appreciate you, sir. Did you hear about what happened with Jeremy? We found out on Friday that they let him go because they outsourced his, job to China. So... I appreciate that, Bjorn. Really, really appreciate it. Teaching is your best shot, and the hydroponics you should try. In fact, document your journey. You can become big on YouTube. They basically kind of indicated that there's an LA team and then there is a China team, and that they were just gonna, start going more with the China team, and basically, I mean, because they didn't just fire Jeremy, they fired his boss too. So, and this was right after Jeremy had actually got a promotion at work. And they were actually calling him into the office being like, can you come in and, we want to talk to you about hiring editors, to work under you. And they were actually just calling him in to let him go. Because they were like, we're just restructuring the company, and, we're going to outsource your job basically to the China branch. So, which I just don't understand why they would have hired people on that they were planning on getting rid of within just a few months. Like, it's kind of messed up, but. Or do one thing, or do a reaction channel on India. Just react to Indian snacks, Indian films. Oh my gosh. Indian food and snacks, a reaction channel. I mean, I could do that. I like snacks. I'm feeling very sick right now. Trying not to, but I'm feeling very sick. I might actually have to jump off stream pretty soon because I'm feeling very, very sick right now.
Mark a point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spree.
It doesn't help that the guy that I'm spectating is like wiggling all around. Did he just die?
Yeah, he tried to fight a bunch of people by himself.
Well, that was pretty sudden. Really? Okay, I'll think about that. Get some Indian snacks.
Your squad mates started securing the intel. Join them to increase the speed of the capture.
I don't know, we might need to adjust something like my field of view for the next stream that I do because this is making me incredibly motion sick right now. It's not going to get better because I already feel very sick right now. But we need to adjust something before next time because I don't know what's going on. It's probably the field of view. I've had this happen in the past.
What?
Like I like need to close my eyes or something right now.
You go to settings, graphics.
Because I kind of feel like throwing up right now.
Field of view, Katie. It's under view. Settings, graphics, and then view tab, and then there's field of view.
What should I set it to? It's at 90 right now.
I don't remember if you narrow it or make it wider and it's better.
I'll just move it to 70 and see what happens. Or 60. Is that it? Just exit. Did that just make it worse? I don't know. I do play chess. I actually feel like those streams actually do fairly well.
I'll be back.
Absolutely.
I'll be back.
Absolutely, we can play. I usually, when I play chess, I play with viewers. So whoever jumps on, I just play. We'll just sit for a few hours and play chess. It's really nice. And it's a good one too because streaming chess, people will typically subscribe because they don't want a commercial or something to pop up during this chess game and then miss out on what happens. So usually for me, it's a you know, it's a good stream for me.
Adding armor.
Okay, maybe it's feeling a little bit better. I'm not 100%.
All squad mates are in the safe zone.
Why is my gun right here?
Gas is moving.
My guns are right here. My guns from the... That thing happened again. Okay, you guys saw how my guns were randomly in the field. These are my guns. These two were from my set. Why were they in the middle of the field over there? This is some kind of bug that's been going on with Warzone, where when you respawn a person in, sometimes their stuff just appears like in a field somewhere when they respawn. It's bizarre.
Loading fresh mags.
I am not at that point yet where I get paid. Um, I can do, what do you call it? I'm looking for the word. What is it called, Jeremy, when a company wants to hire me to play the game and they pay me? I could do sponsorships, but some of them aren't very good sponsorships because some of them's like you have to have a certain amount of people spend a certain amount of money before they decide to pay you. So sometimes it's almost like a waste of time whenever I could just play something and hopefully get like subscribers, because typically subscribers translate to
That always
an
twice to make
income
good on our debts.
monthly.
Final mag.
So
Okay, did you buy me back? Got money.
yes, I will come buy you back.
Come on, buy me back.
I didn't know I had a lot of money. I'm still feeling motion sick pretty bad, Jeremy. Maybe I need to change it even more.
Need pistol rounds? Need pistol rounds?
I'm gonna change it a little bit more just because I'm feeling so sick. What is it, field of view? How did we get to it again? Field of view. Maybe that's better. That's a little fish-eyed. This happened so many times. Ugh. When you get bad motion sickness, you can't play video games sometimes. Ugh. Like right there. Okay.
Gas is closing in.
See if that does it.
Relocating
Because
safe
it feels a little further away. Maybe this will make it worse. I don't know. We'll find out.
Your squad mate ID'd a high
I am,
value
actually.
lock and load.
I think, Jeremy, am I certified through chess.com? Do they promote me, don't they?
You're
Not yet?
connected, but you're not like.
I'm connected, and I think they direct people towards my stream, but they don't pay me yet. Hopefully, that could be something that happens in the future. I really don't mind drama. Pretty chill with it. I just don't care usually, so it doesn't get under my skin because it's just like I'm like
Squad mates outside
one of those people who are just like whatever. We're just gonna have fun, and if people want to get upset, whatever. I'm not uptight. Like if I play chess and I lose, I don't really get upset about it. It's just a game. So oh, sorry. That's a big yawn. Somewhere over here.
Enemy soldier incoming.
It's not good.
Switching mags.
There's a person down the road over here a little bit, Jeremy.
Taking fire. Wasted.
There's a bunch of people on the field over there. That's good. Sniper's one.
My gosh, I'm getting eaten up by them.
Come on, buy me back.
You happen now. You gotta get out of there.
It's right towards the people.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Am I doing this?
All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job. The Gulag's locked down. Area's clear.
See that, huh?
Yep.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them
Oh,
down.
there's a bunch of cats right there, but you have none. He's going to the buy. Ground guy. Yeah, he got cats there. He's just
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
directly across me.
I know.
Some of your squad is outside the safe zone.
Reloading.
You got 4 remaining.
Played
Stay
up.
sharp.
Nice. Nice place.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, buddy.
Sorry guys, I'm just focused right now. I gotta get to the buy so I can find the bad guys, but there's people on it. We gotta go together.
He's in the building on your left.
You're welcome.
Nice job, dude.
Safe zone located. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
Loading fresh mag.
Alright guys, I'm focused right now. I'll look at the chat in a second. We need a UAV. They got me. Make a note of in time and viewer subs for each category. Ratio of each of the metrics. Time you can stream the category, which makes most economic sense instead of streaming everything. If you women play chess, you'll get high track.
Going back. Going back.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Nice.
Gas is inbound. Mark the new safe zone.
Yeah, that's kind of like the hope, because it's like I would really like to turn my streaming into much more of a career.
Enemy dropping into
Reloading.
the mission accomplished. All targets.
Good job, guys. We won.
I play terribly.
I mean, it'd be nice if it worked out. I do like to create content, so. Especially Indian videos. Why specifically Indian videos?
Because India has a huge population and they're on YouTube.
Are they really?
Oh yeah, they've got almost 2 billion people.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'll have to look into it for sure. Because I know, like, I think that there's like Japanese like snack boxes and stuff. I could do like Indian snack box review. That's smart. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm feeling really sick right now, so I'm probably gonna call it just for the day today, just because I don't know what's going on, but I'm having some serious motion sickness. I will definitely look into that for sure. Um, but I'll keep you guys updated. I'll be posting a lot of content because I'm going to be scrambling and I'll probably even do a subscribe-a-thon pretty soon. Got to get a little bit of work done on my computer, I think later today or tomorrow, and then I'll be on again. And I'll be uploading a bunch of content. Whatever I can think of uploading, I'm going to be doing just because, you know, I'm going to see if I can make the difference through streaming to be able to get us by until my husband's able to find, you know, another job. So, because I do make a little bit, it's not a lot, but you know, maybe it will make the difference. Oh, okay, it just went black. But yeah. I have not committed to that yet. Actually putting up specific stream hours. Just because that's hard for me to do because I have 3 kids and I do homeschool, but I would like to have a more regular schedule. But I think that we're going to get to the point where it's just going to be most days that I do stream most days. I do like a variety of content because I like a variety of games. Give me some hints, guys. I played through a game recently that I really liked. It was a like a horror game, but it had like a nice storyline. It was called The Cecil. I was thinking about playing through more of those. The jump scares in that were amazing. And I was really considering doing some more games that actually have like a playthrough where you have to follow the storyline and everything. If you guys have any recommendations, please let me know, and I am totally up for trying something new that has a fun storyline playthrough. So,
I think we're loading in. Or
oh shoot, are we?
you wanna exit out?
I want to exit out. I'm not feeling well. I know that's terrible. I'm going to be leaving the players that I'm playing with, but I don't feel well. So, anyways, I'll catch you guys all in the next stream. Thank you for the support. Very much appreciated. And I'll keep you guys updated. And please keep us in your prayers because we are going through a very kind of traumatic time. Just, you know, being afraid of whether or not, you know, we're going to be able to get by. So, yeah, keep us in your prayers. And you guys take care, and I will catch you guys all in the next stream. Have a good one. Good night, everybody.
Enemy soldier incoming.